walking here. I'm walking here.
Look at this. Is this sponge on the screen?
All right, here we are at round 4, Gopher Dunes. We got Greg Poisson. You may remember him from such episodes as a few years ago. Greg, thanks for joining, buddy. Gopher Dunes, always the gnarliest track on the circuit, always known as the gnarliest track maybe in the world, they say, and today lived up to it. What do you think?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Bill. Yeah, as usual, Gopher lived up to its namesake around the world, as you say. It was one of the roughest sand tracks ever. You know, you see some sand specialists always come out, guys are riding sand pits to get ready for this, and it's definitely shows. And there's always some good drama from this event, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah, there are a few things to talk about. First of all, we had a 32 degrees Celsius, super high humidity day. They got a lot of moisture in the track. It got really deep. It got really rough. It was I think it was a classic. If Christophe Purcell was here, I know what he would say to Derek.
Oh, we won't bring that up. That scar's just recently healed, or the wound's recently
Rip it off. But pick it right up. No, anyway, it was gnarly. But I do want to say a couple things about presentation of this place, man. I live in London, advertising for the past couple weeks, all the time on the radio, local radio station. So that was great, and it looked like it paid off. There were tons of people here. I thought it looked great. I liked how they had Brett Lee jumped up there and did the podium speeches. He actually brought the fans into it. He explained things.
Yeah.
He brought them over to the Motocross of Nations. He watched as Dylan Wright went back and he explained what happened to him in the first moto. He just really informed everybody. I thought he did a great job. I thought that was really good. I would say, so far, man, this event has stood out for sure, as Derek was riding by there, has stood out as really a really good event.
Yeah, I mean, you're always, you're always bound to see Dig in the side-by-side, running around and keeping things in order. But yeah, super hot day, super humid. One of the things I noticed with Dig, or Derek and the GDR team, is they really do a good job of bringing some outside industry sponsors. So for example, I mean, even seeing this big supplement sponsor, Diesel. I forget the sports company that is the parent company of that, but like brings them in. Brant, John Deere equipment is here. You know, really good job with that, and they're really, like, the place was packed. I don't think I've ever seen as many people here, other than Justin Thompson told me in 18 and 19 they had more, but there was a lot of people here, a lot of fans, like a lot of general
fans,
people.
Yeah, people coming to watch the sport.
Actual fans, not just family members.
Yep.
That was pretty rad to see, and they did a really good job with it.
Yeah, for sure. Now, there are a couple other things we need to talk about. Jess Pettis off the top. Hope he's feeling all right, better. He took a hard crash earlier there in qualifying?
Qualifying 2, I think.
Qualifying 2 it was, yeah. Kind of the same spot Parsons got hurt on amateur day. He landed, I talked to Meg, and she mentioned he hit his head pretty hard. He went to the hospital, and they're worried about chest, so they're talking about maybe some lung stuff or whatever. But hopefully Jess is feeling all right. We'll get an update as soon as we can talk to him. I also want to throw out, I didn't know Julian Bennick was dealing with such a rough situation too. So Julian, buddy, if you're watching this, I guess you probably can't watch a screen for very long, but man, hope you're gonna feel better soon. Sounds like you're going through some pretty tough concussion symptoms there. You had a whole lot of concussions. Take care of yourself, man, and hopefully we see you back soon when you're ready, if you're ready ever, right? So take care of yourself, health first.
Yeah, Julian's a beauty, and he's hit his head too many times, it sounds like, and that's something that you really have to take your time. It's not a 4 to 6 week deal. It's a long time, but yeah, I mean, this weekend was awesome. You know, but also then to see with Pettis go down. I wasn't here for that, unfortunately, but I talked to Kale, his mechanic, an old friend of mine, and he said, you know, it wasn't good, but, you know, hopefully the prognosis is good and he can come back soon, you know. But it sucks because it's, you know, we were just shaping up to have a good battle between him and Dylan.
Well, I tell you, if he comes back, if he's okay, you know, comes back for Sandali, his home race, that really tightens up the points, man. If we could actually have an even better series, because it just was chaos. We'll get to all the chaos that happened, because there was a huge shakedown in the 450 class for sure, because of some of the things that happened. We'll get to that. I don't know if Greg, if you're staying for this or
I'll stay for the quick shakedown. Yeah, I gotta get down here, but I will stay for that part.
All right, we're gonna head. So we'll talk about the 250 class. It was cool. Tyler Medalli was here. His son Talon Medalli raced the premix class, ended up third, I believe, overall.
On an 85.
On his 85, his big wheel 85.
Nice.
But Tyler, unfortunately, got out there in the first one. I started to see him dropping back, slowing down. I'm like, oh, something's up there. Turns out he hurt his elbow that he really hurt badly at the ISDE last year. Decided it wasn't worth it because he's chasing the FMSQ title. So he decided not to get out for the gnarly second moto here at Gopher Dunes, and so he pulled out. So I hope he's feeling all right too. Hope he didn't do much damage to that elbow.
Yeah, I mean, T-Dags is not one to ever really complain or pull off. You know, he's a pretty gritty guy. So to see that, I mean, I put him up there on the podium. I even said that. I said, make it public. He's going top 3. And
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I did say that. So
I should have made you eat those words.
Good thing you didn't post that. But yeah.
How many beers did we bet on that?
None, because you didn't get back to me. So we're good. But yeah, it was unfortunate for sure, and he didn't compete, but he would have been, I think, definitely top 5 guy, no problem.
All right, now another interesting thing. First, as soon as I got here, first qualifier goes out 250 Group A. We're all like glued to watching Dylan Walsh, man. He's out there, the number 54 in the Walton Kawasaki, just picking lines all over the place. Look like, oh man, this guy is having some fun. He almost ran me over, actually. He went so wide into the by the big Gopher Dunes sign there. That's the video I put up. And then turned around, the bike let go. So that was tough to see. Went out in the first moto. Next thing you know, he was off again. He had a bike problem. Turns out he got hit by another bike, and it was actually a chain guide that got screwed up. So it wasn't a bike seizure, as he might have thought it was at first. I think he was pretty upset, obviously. And then he came out in the second one, went out and he finished 6th. So a DNF 6 put him in 13th. So obviously, you know, not where he should be, but
yeah, no, you expect more out of Dylan for sure. Being Dylan Walsh from being a pretty much an international racer. He's raced all over the world in different levels, and he's just not having a good run of it so far this year, whether it's been crashes or, you know, whatever it may be. And Gopher's a real mean mean track to be a part of, so I'm sure it shook him up a bit. But that sucks to see the DNFs too, and I'm sure those guys at Walton will figure that out, hopefully.
Right. Yeah, because it was a double DNF at St. Julie, which really it wasn't cool. Okay, so I've been talking about Cole Pranger, as I should, because he's doing very well in his rookie season. But it was brought to my attention, Blake Davies was an intermediate last year. So this is Blake Davies' rookie season as well. He's 16, turns 17, like I think July 18th. So he'll be 17 soon. But yeah, considering he did the series last year, but he was yellow plated, although they don't run yellow plates anymore.
No.
So he is rookie. Actually, we're right at his pit right now too. So if we happen to wander over here, maybe we'll grab him.
Yeah.
See what he has to say about that. That's the number 9, but that is not Dylan Wright.
No.
But yeah, so Blake Davies is, okay, now he's top of my list of rookies. How about Hayden Jamieson? Showed up 10-14, ended up 11th, didn't quite break the top 10, but that was a good show for him.
Yeah, definitely to come back to do that.
Noah Viney looked really strong in the first moto for a 7th. Second one, he was in a pretty big group, dropped back to 13th. That did crack the top 10 for him though, so he ended up 10th. Nathan Germain, again, another 12-8 for him, man. I talked about him last week, gave him the Rhino Power Award for the 250 class. He ended up 9th. The number 46, man, looked really good.
Then your favorite number 85, Joe Tate. Yeah,
I was like, who is number 85 with there? It's Joe Tate, man. Joe Tate up here from Connecticut, so it was great to see him. He ended up 8th place, 9-10. If we see him somewhere.
Here?
Yeah, we'll see. If you see someone, how about you be in charge of grabbing someone?
All right, you can do it. Yeah, I will.
Yeah. Let's look for some.
They're in the back. Zach and them are in the back there.
So. Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Okay, let's well, we'll just kind of cruise through here. Kyle Murdoch, another one that a lot of people maybe have been looking at, the 37 Kawasaki and wondering, hey, who's that guy? Well, it's Kyle Murdoch out of Massachusetts. What's that?
Who brought their boat?
Oh, there's a boat. We're on boating. Well, we're not far. We're like half an hour from the water, I guess.
Classic, yeah.
But yeah, so Kyle Murdoch.
We're rocking our tents here.
What's that?
We're rocking under tents here.
Well,
we're not even sure where we're walking.
We're not. We're just wandering. We're walking. We're talking, Greg.
All right.
Wyatt Kerr. Tough one for him, man. It looked like he could have done so well. Both motos went down.
Yeah. Super good start. Second moto, like, was right up there. I think top 3.
He was second, I believe.
Yeah, it went down, and then as the whole pack went by him, it was a big bummer. There's Rylan Foster, the infamous Rylan Foster's, the maple syrup conglomerate.
Foster Holmes.
Yeah. Not Foster Holmes. Who's Foster Holmes?
Foster Holmes, maple syrup.
Oh yeah, Foster. I just call them the Fosters. Anyway, wow, that was dumb of me. Anyway, I've only been all my old buddies for how long now?
Well, there's Wyatt right there we're talking about. Look at him loading up the place. We're definitely got to talk to Wyatt Kerr.
Go over and grab him.
Yeah, so Wyatt Kerr, he was dead last in the first one, came all the way up to 6th.
Look at his team effort.
Fell early in the second one, ended up 7th. He grabbed a 6th overall. So I mean, considering. It was a good finish for him.
It was, yeah, for sure. And they can see look at this team effort here, priority. Literally everyone is.
They love it when we come over when they're doing heavy lifting, because that means they can take a break.
Yeah, or they just want us to help. But let's see if you can grab Wyatt.
Hey, Wyatt, are you allowed to put something down for a minute? Are you allowed to put something down for a minute? Okay, let's hold it. We were just talking about, you got to hold up here. We were just talking about it, buddy. Tough breaks today, man. But
struggle bus today.
You killed it though. You rode hard.
Yeah, Moto 1 was pretty good. I qualified 5th. From 1st to 5th, we were all within a second.
You can pass us. Go around. Go around.
I was feeling pretty good coming out of qualifying, and then Moto 1 was feeling good. Got a good jump, got a good start, and like, yeah, turn 2 tucked the front. just went backwards. Dead last all the way back up to 6. So it was a good push. And then Moto 2, I got...
We'll move ahead here.
Yeah, we'll just keep walking. Moto 2, I got to get another good start on a D-spec motor, and then I just tucked the front again. Feel like Chase Sexton out there. I just tucked the front, and I just, after that, I felt like I just blew up. I burned the wick in Moto 1. I just didn't have much to come back with.
Was that one of the toughest Gopher Dunes? It looked pretty tough and it was hot. No?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, okay.
I don't think so. The year 2021, when they left it the whole time, that was bad. But all good. We're live to battle another day, and we'll just move forward to Sand Elise. So.
All right, man. Well, you look good up there too, but you went down both times.
I know.
All right, man. We'll see you.
Yeah,
Come
thanks,
along
Billy.
and we'll go ride. Come on, we still haven't done it.
I know.
All right, we'll see you. All right, we lost my co-pilot there. Greg had to head out. So we'll talk up to Ryder Malinowski. Ended up 5th place. Good to see him come up. The Club MX support rider there, 5.5 for 5th for Ryder Malinowski. He was in a good battle there for quite a while in the 2nd moto with Dylan Walsh, and ended up putting some time on him and pulling away. So that was great to see him up here. We've known him for a little while now. Preston Kilroy, he lost 5 points on, let's see, who did he lose 5 points? Gave up 5 points to Ryder McNabb, gave up 5 points to Sebastian Racine. So wasn't the greatest for him. He looked like in the 2nd moto, he looked like he was barely hanging on there, man. He really, the heat really started kind of beating guys up. It was a tough one. And the track, although Wyatt said it wasn't all that tough as it has been, man, watching it and watching the guys the way they ended up, it looked like it was to me. Sebastian Racine, 4.2 for 3rd. Man, he had a good ride. He was up there in the battles too, so he looked like he could have been one of the guys winning. Ryder McNabb, 1.3. After the 1st moto, he gave everything, because him and Kilroy went at it bar to bar. But yeah, Ryder ended up taking that one. But I think it took everything out of both of them, because they were both just, man, they were both just hurting. I just talked to Ryder a second ago. He was heading back over there to the shop, said he'd be back. But if we see him, we'll grab him for a talk too. We got Tanner Ward over there. He just got his first ever win in the 450 class. So when we get to the 450 guys, we'll talk about that. Walking by Jamie Astudillo's trailer here. She's been here since Tuesday, riding the track. She's not a big fan of the sand, but she ended up taking both moto wins, so that's good for her. In the WMX, Dylan Remple. So a lot of interesting things happened today. Last week, I remember talking to Dylan's mom and stuff and saying he's only got one more step to go up to 1st. Sure enough, Dylan Remple, the kid gets such good starts. They've got that bike looking so good on the track. Like, he looks so comfortable. So it's good to see that. He ended up going 3-1, tying Ryder McNabb's 1-3. So that was pretty amazing to see him. He's from Elmore, so a concession road over pretty much. Really cool to see that. The crowd went pretty nuts for him. All right, so what we'll do here is I'm going to talk about the 450 class as I head for, I try to talk to some people now. But after we kind of do a bit of my little wrap up here. And I also got to get out and ride the track, but I saw Frank Schuster out there. He was on the tractor smoothing the track out. I hope he didn't do the whole thing. Hope we just did some sections, because you guys really need to see what this track was like. Now we got to find Tanner. I just saw him there. He was talking. But okay, 450 class. What do we got there? I mentioned the Jess Pettis thing, so that was really too bad. Hopefully, like I say, hopefully he's feeling okay. Yeah, he's, on the official scorecard, you're going to see DNS, because it happened, as Greg was saying there too, in 2nd qualifying. So that was here's Dylan Remple over there. Past these guys, the friendliest pits in the thing here, in the thing. Daniel Elmore, dude, again, you keep doing this, we're going to keep bugging you.
Oh yeah,
that was good, man. You looked like the freshest guy in that 2nd moto at the end, I thought.
Really?
Yeah, you did.
I sure didn't feel like it.
You were the only one getting on in the power bands. Those bikes have power bands.
They got a rev limiter, but
dude, you were the only one hitting it. Like, you were like,
oh, yeah.
On, other guys were just your tongues were in the spokes.
Yeah, I made a push for those top 3 guys there with about 10 minutes to go, but I was so done, dude.
You hit it well, man. You hit it better than anyone.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Wait till you see the video.
I felt terrible, like awful. But I'm glad to hear that. So, yeah.
Now, when you rate that track and temperatures, everything, how was it for you? Obviously, you said it was pretty tough.
It was. I'm just glad it's over, honestly. Kale, my mechanic, gave me 10 minutes on the pit board, and I was like,
the worst thing you'd ever seen.
How is there still 10 minutes left? I thought it was like 2 laps, but I just wanted the race to be over. I was like, I don't care if I get 3rd or I don't care if I get 5th. I'm dying. So I'm happy with the 4.5. It's progress.
Well, everything after Gopher Dunes is gravy in the season, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You made it through, you're good. You got a 5th, a 4.5, so
yeah.
Good for you, man. Congrats.
4th overall.
Sorry. 4.5 for 4th.
Yeah, that's right. Same as last weekend.
There you go.
Yeah, so
nice,
it's a decent payday too.
Excellent. All right, Daniel, thanks for chatting. See you at Saint Denis.
See you then.
Yeah, man. Very nice. I'm gonna try to find Tanner because we can't have the winner of his first ever win get out of here without chatting with us. That's for sure. But Daniel Elmore, man, he just keeps doing well. Hey, John, is Tanner in there?
He is. Out front.
Is he up front?
Yep.
All right, we'll talk a bit more about the 450 class then. Hey, nice hat. Yeah, moving up, talking 25th place, Jesse Kirchmeier. You may remember that name from, man, he used to come up here and race all the time. Spends now most of his time, well, certainly the winter months, racing snowmobiles. So he races sleds all winter long and does well. He actually went across, he went and did the World Championship over in Europe and stuff. So it was cool. It was funny because I bumped into his mom when I was pulling in at the shop over there. So it was cool to see her. And so that's how I knew, obviously, that Jesse was here as well. But let's, gotta find Tanner. Is there a Tanner Ward in there? There he is. He's coming through. Let's look at him coming through. Please. Tanner Ward, home crowd. He's from Woodstock. I mean, you can't get much closer to a bigger town around here. Tanner, talk about that, man. That had to be something special for you.
Yeah, good day. Yeah, to get my first 450 overall. Oh yeah, here is something special. It's pretty cool this morning. Like, just kind of had a moment or a thought to myself, it'd be really cool to win in front of these big guys, and yeah, here we are. We did it. So yeah, it's pretty speechless. It's been a long time coming.
Nice. Now I was just talking to Daniel Elmore about just trying to hang on out there, man. How were you feeling near the end? I thought Daniel looked good. He said he could barely hang on.
Yeah, I felt all right. Yeah, the second moto, I honestly felt better at the end than I did at the start. I was so flat at the start, and yeah, the last like 4 laps or so, it was just, okay, bring this thing home. And we're in a good spot, and lappers everywhere, and it just, yeah, it was hot for sure. So just kind of bring it on home at that point.
Nice. Now you stayed, well, Dylan went in for a splash and go kind of thing, and you were nice. You mentioned that you had a gift kind of thing with Dylan's first moto and all that kind of stuff, but hey man, you took your first win, and that doesn't matter. Yeah,
no, it's obviously, it's nice to get a win, and next time I just hope I can do it with them on the track, right? It's a step in the right direction for sure, and I got to be there to capitalize, which I did today, and yeah, just kind of build some confidence off of this, and just keep sticking to my plan. Honestly, my plan this year was a rebuild year for myself. The last 3 years have not gone very well, and just kind of spiraling downhill. So had to hit a big reset button, obviously coming over to the Priority MX team, and yeah, just kind of, yeah, rebuild year for myself. So got through the West, got a podium, and then just keep stacking the days and getting back to where I once was.
Nice. Well, congratulations, man. I always love to see someone's first win. That was cool to see it here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
See you, all right, now let's see who else we can talk to here. Let's walk this way. Yeah, so where'd we get up to here? We were just talking about, oh, I saw Jerry Lord. There were a whole bunch of Americans showed up here. If you weren't going to race Red Bud, you would come up here to race our series. So there's Dylan Remple over there too. It looks like he's trying to leave. We got to run over here and get him. But yeah, so Jerry Lorenz was one of the guys. He runs the number 47 here. Sorry, 42. So it was good to see him. He ended up crashing in both motos, hurt his ribs, but so he wasn't too happy with his performance. But let's look at this.
No, someone just told me I just want to.
Let's make this awkward.
Yeah.
He's walking around with his pillow here. Dylan, can I interrupt and grab you real quick as we're walking through?
Thank you.
Last week I talked to your mom and said, well, there's only one step left, and you did it, buddy. Talk about that, man. Hometown, you're only a concession over.
Yeah, it felt really good to do it, especially on my home race. No better place really to do it, but now I got 2 really good starts, and yeah, just rode a little bit tight in the first moto just because I was leading laps, and yeah, it was my first time, so it got a bit tight. Ended up 3rd, and then second moto got the whole shot again and rode a lot better. Ended up 1st, and for the first overall, so yeah.
What's going on with the hole shots, man? Are you guys doing tons of them, or are you just always good at starts?
No, we did a bunch this week. I worked on a lot of starts, and yeah, it worked. So.
And you had a bunch of guys at your house. Are they going back early week?
Yeah, everyone's coming back tomorrow. We got a bunch of BC boys there. It's sick. We all train together and work hard, so yeah, it's cool.
Oh, awesome, man. Congratulations. I always love seeing someone's first win.
Thank you.
Good job. See you at Sandali.
Yep.
All right, so there's Dylan Remple grabbing that first win. So good. Oh, I see a door open over here at the Astudillo pits. Well, the door was open, but nobody was around there. So we'll keep moving here and kind of go through the 450 class. Like I say, lots of guys up here came up from the States. Really good to see. As we move up here, breaking into the top 10. I saw Sam Gaynor over there with Dylan, and ooh, let's take a look at this. We gotta look at this. We were full of Broughs here. Well, we weren't full. We were missing one.
We're 2/3 of the way there.
We're 2/3 of the way there.
Yep.
Didn't go your way. Let's talk about how it went here.
Didn't go very good today, man. I haven't rode Gopher in, let's see, 9 years, since 2016, and I had the crazy idea that I could come back and do it. Threw the bike in when they left Idaho, planning on racing Deschambault and Walton later this year. Thought I'll fly in and have some fun. And
look at this. Ah, that's a burn, folks. That's a burn in the sand.
That's a burn from my own dirt bike in the sand from first practice, and obviously just trying to recover after that. Didn't work out, didn't make the motos. Helped Gavin, he got 9th in the second moto, so pretty pumped on the day overall for the Brough boys, I guess.
All right, man. Well, I saw you there. We had to talk about that and show that back, man. Ouch.
Okay,
have fun in the next shower.
Yeah, no kidding. I got a flight home tomorrow too.
Oh,
so.
man. Yeah, that's going to be tough. So, okay, let's keep moving on here. Yeah, that was, yeah, Riley Brough, Gavin Brough is here. Riley's number 60 out there. Yeah, so as we're moving up here, Sam Gaynor, new bars. You got some new bars. He was talking to someone about trying to find some way to maybe ease the pressure on his wrist. And now he's got some bars that flex. Probably not the most use here at Gopher Dunes, but as soon as we get to some harder ones, that's certainly going to make a big difference. He was able to break the top 10 with a 10:11. I think I saw him down, actually. I'm not sure if it was the second, early, like first lap he went down, so he had a lot of work to do. Evan Stice, man, looked like, I thought he was gonna podium, I thought, and then he kind of tended to kind of fade a little bit. I'm not sure if it was 8:12 put him 9th. So like I say, he was right up there early, but that's where he ended up. And let's see, Dylan Wright, oddly, we're going to see him already here in the 8th place, 27 in the first moto, a DNF. So he was leading, came around by the mechanics area, well, past the mechanics area actually, and the bike stopped. I'm not sure if it was gas or what it was, but I was told it ran out of gas by someone who was there watching, but I don't want to make that official or anything, but someone else said it was something. Anyway, crash, big crash. He jumped back up, tried to get the bike going again, and wasn't able to. The bike was toast, and I think it might have been out of gas. Was that what the? Anyway, he ended up with a DNF on that one. So yeah, so then he came back in the second moto. First, got a big lead. Knew he had to put a nice cushion. Pulled into the mechanics area, got a little splash and go for gas. Was able to pop back out and stay ahead of Tanner Ward, who was up in second place at the time. Like we say, great ride from Tanner. So Dylan ended up going 27-1, DNF 1 for 8th overall. So big shakedown there with Jess Pettis being out of the racing action today with that crash. Hope he's doing all right. And then with that happening with Dylan. So lots of stuff happening. Phil Nicoletti was second in the points. I don't have the overall points now, but he's probably the benefactor of a lot of weird things that happened today. Phil went, actually no, we got Josh Boaz out of Minnesota. Was, hey, how about this guy? He's got a check in his hand. Yeah. Sebastian Racine, buddy, you rode like yourself, it looked like. How did you feel out there?
I felt better. Still don't think I rode like myself though, but first moto got a bad start and had to make my way up. Was too far back for make it happen with those guys. I had good lap times, just couldn't make it happen from that far back. And then second moto got a good start. Was able to reel those guys in the first few laps. And then I almost had Rempel, and then when he got around, I made a couple mistakes. He got around Ryder, and it took me a bit to get around Ryder, and then I tried to do a charge. I was catching in and made a couple mistakes 2 laps to go, and I pulled in for third today. So good for you know, first podium of the year, but we want more for sure. I know I'm better than this, so just keep working, and we'll be there.
So we're going to your home track. You've probably got more laps there than just about anybody that's going to be there. You got to be looking forward to Sandali.
Oh yeah, looking forward to it, but I don't know. I feel like every time I race there on the pro day, it's so different that it kind of messes me up. Right. I'm just so used to every line I usually hit, and yeah, just always always messes with my mind. But yeah, we'll do our best for sure. Home track's gonna be fun with everyone there. So yeah, we'll see you guys there.
Nice, thanks, man. See ya. Yeah, good one for Dylan Remple. Sorry, Dylan Remple. Sebastian, sorry, I've been out in the sun all day myself. Yeah, hey everybody. Uh-oh. Barb Schuster losing a hat. Yeah, 450 so Sam Gaynor, Evan Stice, Dylan Wright, Josh Boaz, 6'8". Ended up kind of on his own for a little bit there, but he, man, rode well. Again, a lot of guys, like I tell everybody who's never ridden here before, man, just no matter how many times you fall, get up, get to the finish line, because you have no idea who's going to drop out, and a lot of people do. A lot of people have worse days than you, so it's kind of words to live by. I think at this place you kind of have to do that, I would say. Yeah, so Josh Boaz, Phil McLarty, 7'6". He was at the very back early, had to work his way all the way up. He got up to 7th in that first one from last place, 6th place in the second one for 6th overall. So just 1 point ahead of Josh Boaz. How about Preston Masiangelo, 5'7" on his 350. Yeah, he ended up 5th overall, so good to see him. Good to see him back racing our series too, so nice to see him. Hopefully we see some more of him. I know he has plans to try to qualify for some more American nationals, so hopefully we see him. Daniel Elmore, we talked to him. He ended up 4-5 for 4th. Lars Van Berkel, we knew he would be strong here. Obviously, he's a beach racer. This kind of is right up his alley. This was very beach-like today. He ended up 2-4, right, with all the weird stuff that happened in that first one. He could barely stand up to get up on stage there and to come up and talk to Brett Lee in the final there. He was pretty out of it. Hopefully he's all right. Got him into a cold bath or in front of a big fan, that's for sure. Lars Van Berkel, 3rd on the podium today. Tied for points with Quinn Amiot. Quinn went 3-3 compared to Lars with his 2-4. It looked like Quinn at first was going to be in that battle with Tanner Ward to kind of take the overall, but he went 3-3 for 2nd. So again, kind of weird score, weird points and everything. And taking the first win, we just spoke with Tanner Ward. Tanner Ward goes 1-2. He was the benefactor of Dylan Wright dropping the first one, and then finished 2nd to him in that second moto. So getting his first win, Tanner Ward, man, great stuff here. We'll take a little break here and see what we can grab for some more interviews. Okay, this is perfect. I'm just going to push my way in here because I got both the guys I've been calling rookies. Turns out he is a rookie, Blake Davies. He's a rookie. He was an intermediate last year. We got another rookie over here. We got Cole Pranger. Boys, rookie season?
Oh yeah, rookie season, I guess. At least I did.
How about over here? Yeah, what were you doing back there?
I mean, I don't really know what to blame it on. I haven't figured out what I'm going to blame it on, if it's me, the bike, or what. But stock bike, and it was hot today, and yeah, two last place starts.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, crashed Moto 1.
See, that's where we thought a guy your size would be on a 250, but then you've been pulling great starts now.
Yeah, that's been the dirt, I guess since we hit sand, and yeah, I've been on I'm on a stock practice bike right now. We're struggling with bikes, so it's been a little rough, but I mean, yeah, I had a rough day. I put myself into bad situations and a couple crashes, and it just wasn't a bad day. I mean, It's been a lot of good days, so I mean, gotta take the bad days.
Yeah, so. There you go. Now, Cole, you're not from far. You've ridden a lot of laps here, buddy. Talk about your day here. What was up?
Oh, first moto, had a good start. It was like 7th, and then crashed, and then got up. I don't know, it was like 14th, and then just ate it hard. Kind of went into the fence, I guess, and then DNF that, and then second moto. I guess I was just trying to survive it. Got like 17th, but not really that happy on it, but I guess we made it through the day.
All right, yeah, I think like everybody's saying, you make it through Gopher Dunes on this season, you can kind of move on. Everything's gravy from here, man. Looking forward to the rest of them.
Oh yeah, pumped. Yeah.
All right, guys, good talk. This is the future of our sport right here. We got the winner, Dylan Remple, in there. We got Cole Pranger. We got Blake Davies. We'll be seeing lots more of these guys.
Future 450 guy.
Who?
Me.
Yeah, well, I would think so. All right, boys, thanks. Yeah, those are the young bucks of our sport, man. The up-and-comers. Okay, we're walking around in here. We got Jamie Astudillo's pit, and guess what? She was here. She was in the trailer and the nice air conditioning. Jamie, you're straight up tell us you're not a fan of the sand, but 1-1 for you. Talk about Gopher Dunes.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad of a day. I guess I'll tell you a little bit of the backstory. I crashed pretty hard on Tuesday, so I was riding here at Gopher, so I wasn't too stoked, you know, coming into the weekend, stressing, whatever. But it was a good day. I'm happy that I got the 1-1 and we kind of get to leave Gopher and go on to the next couple rounds. So yeah, it wasn't bad. Brandy rode really well.
That second one, man, that was close.
Yeah, and it's not like I rode bad, and no, she rode really well too. So so yeah, it was good to actually like battle and have a good race, and props to her. And it's cool to see some younger girls come up. And
would this be the first we've seen her on the big bike at the Nationals?
She raced a couple last year, but I think she was on the 125, so she wasn't on the 250 yet.
Yeah,
but,
so she looked,
but yeah, she looked really good, and she raced with us on Friday, and she was hanging with me too. So it was cool to have her out there and racing with me.
Nice. Now what's the plan? Do you go home or do you head east?
No, we're gonna probably just stay here around this area for the next couple of days, and then we'll head out to Sandali closer to Thursday. I don't know if I'll race Saturday because I got a big task ahead for me on Sunday. I'm gonna race both WMX and 250.
Oh, you're here we go. Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if I'll race Saturday, but Sunday we'll do double duty. Hopefully, try to qualify with all the Americans, because obviously Gopher and Sandali are like two popular ones for the Americans to come up. So as long as I qualify, I'll be happy. And yeah, it's gonna be a long day Sunday.
Wow, that's cool to hear. All right, well, hey, congratulations,
yeah,
and man, you got to rest up this week.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, thanks. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Wow, there you go. That's I don't know how many people are going to be doing that. That's pretty cool to hear. I'll have to watch for that. Hopefully she can get herself in there. All right, one last one before I go out. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to ride an electric Talaria to do this track lap here. But we've got Lars Van Berkel, beach racer extraordinaire. We got him here, man. He had a rough one. He didn't look great at the end of this day, but we'll talk to him now. He's come around. Talk about this. How was that?
Yeah, I'm going back to life now. It was really warm indeed. I think the stars killed me a little bit, so I had to charge really hard. First motor I did really well, I think. Especially the last few laps were really good. I passed Quinn in the end and then finished second. Already then it was quite hot and I had a tough time. I'm from the Netherlands and it's not a warm country. Like, it's warm now there, but in the winter it's really cold. Canada is also quite cold, I thought, but it's in the summer it's super hot. So I try to recover as much as possible between the motos. I know I'm fit, but just the temperature, like, it just drains you. And after my during the hot lap, I try to make a good line out of the rut, and I make it even crappier actually. So I had a really bad start. I was in 10th or 12th maybe, and I kept charging. I came all the way, I was digging deep, all the way came to Quinn, and then at that moment I wanted to pass him, but it just I couldn't make it stick, and I completely died at that moment. I tried to read the pitboard every lap, but it was, I couldn't almost read it just because I got so blurry. It's the temperature. And then yeah, after the finish, well, I finished 4th second moto, which is okay. Last time I was here I finished 4-2 and now 2-4, still 3rd overall. Yeah, and then on the podium I was a bit almost getting knocked out. I was really having a tough time, but now I'm coming back to life. So it's weird that it looks like your body almost shuts off. Like, I was standing on the podium, I almost didn't want to go on the podium just because I was so dead.
I'm surprised you did.
Yeah, I was holding on to stuff.
I know you were almost going to fall into the tent.
Yeah, it's weird. I've been dead one time at Le Touquet because apparently I had COVID. I didn't know it, but there it's cooler, and here it's just super warm, and I think everybody had that. Yeah, and then you had all the talk about me, of course. Everybody was talking and I don't want to disappoint. So
that's right.
And I like the pressure also because that makes me hungry. So yeah, I finished 3rd overall. Quinn just beat me. That's a pity, but he rode great. I think I all the way came back from 15 seconds all the way up to him. So that took a lot out of me. And then yeah, I couldn't make it stick, and then we had 2 laps left and I was completely empty.
Doesn't sound like much, 2 laps. When you see 2 laps and you're that tired, it seems like an eternity.
Yeah, it's just, I think the track was a bit rougher than the other year, but just the temperature, it's we don't have this. And if we have warm weeks in the Netherlands, we pretty much don't ride, or it's dry heat, and here it's just really sweaty heat. So yeah, it just takes time to adjust to that. Also, yeah, normally, I'm a visitor here pretty much, so my training is a bit different. So, and my riding wasn't that great the first 3 races. So all of a sudden you're up there, you're battling with the top guys, and yeah, it just gave everything, and everything was almost until passing out. So I don't know, if I would have passed Quinn, maybe I would still died for the last 2 laps, or maybe Quinn had the same. But like I'm the second of the team now, so he beat me, so it's good. He's riding well, and yeah, I didn't start to talk about the Sandman, but I'm just a beach racer riding motocross during the summer. So no, I had fun. Well, actually, I had fun on the podium. No, I had fun that I had the podium, because it was not really fun today, to be honest. I think if you ask anyone,
go back and watch my interview with Christophe Purcell when he was here.
Yeah, I've heard about that. He said, shit track.
Your track is, yeah.
No, it's like, I already said it to Pulp also. They asked me like, so what's rougher, Lommel, Gopher or Southwick?
Oh yeah.
Now it's Gopher, because with the temperature combined with the track, and we only got a 1 hour break between, that's also really tough on the body. Yeah, and in every country, if you're a guest, there's always like native riders that are super fast. Like Dylan, okay, I know he didn't have the first moto, like didn't go his way, so he was maybe not as tired as us, but he still smoked as the second moto. But yeah, you need to finish both motos to have a good day, and yeah, I finished third. So now I finished 2-4, and 2 years ago it was 4-2, but it was way colder back then.
All right, Lars, hey, take the rest of the day off and get back at it tomorrow.
I think I take the rest of the week off.
All right, buddy, we'll see you see you in Sand Del.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're passing through the Walton Kawasaki pit. Didn't get to speak with any of the riders, but we have team owner Brett Lee here. Brett, let's talk about the day. I know you had some ups and downs. Talk about Gopher Dunes. How'd it go?
Overall, it was okay. I mean, I've mentioned this a couple of times. Bad luck for Dylan in that first 250 moto with the chain guide. But I guess that is racing. And then second moto, I thought he rode pretty good. He got a 6, and he was probably hesitant. Didn't have much time on the track, right? So, but he rode pretty good. And then Phil, I mean,
he came from last.
He came from last in that first moto. He took a bit of a hard crash, and I don't know if he's being totally honest about how much it hurt, but he came from last up to 8th. And then the second moto got an awesome start, and just got kind of shuffled and ended up 6th, and that was kind of it. But I mean, he leaves here with the red plate. I mean, you know, on on one hand you're having this bad luck, and on the other hand you're having this good luck. So so overall, I don't know. I mean, it was okay. We're pretty pumped that we have a red plate. We've never had that before, and for all the crazy stuff that goes on around us, to have that going into the what is it, 3 rounds left, 4 rounds, like we're at the halfway point. It's important to have it there.
Okay, now I mentioned this in both my walk and talk that we're doing now and my loop of the track. Having you on the stage doing the talk, this place there were fans here. There were actual people here to watch racing. It was amazing. And I thought you did, I thought you did a great job informing them of what to happen, informing what to watch for in the next moto. I just think it was a really good benefit having you doing that on the stage.
Oh, thanks. I mean,
obviously you see the value in that too.
Yeah, of course we do it. I do it at Walton. That's like something that's special for us. It's something that got passed on to me like by guys like Mark Travers. Like I always remember him teaching me a little bit of like how to make sure you
What's your cliche that he told you? You have to build the story. Know what you have to do?
Set the table. You got to set the table. So that was always his thing. Like let people know, because there's new people here, and not everyone knows that backstory that I'm privy to. So. Yeah, we just set the table, and I like doing the podiums. It's pretty fun, but I do see value in it. You're like someone who can. Dave Bell called a great race today. I was listening to him, and having a great announcer like that who kind of guides your eye around the track is super important at national level motocross or any kind of national level event. You would never do the Stanley Cup final with guys who've never really followed it, right?
Right. Well, I will say this it set the bar very high. You know, I don't want to say compared to the other ones, but we were dealt some tough ones in the past few rounds, but this one really stepped it up, showed you what we could have. I thought there were a lot of people here. It was great. It looked like something was happening. It was a good time, and I thought you did a great job.
Well, thanks. I mean, I think Derek did a great job, and Derek did a great job of like, you know, he reached out to Mel and myself a lot leading up to. Not that we did anything on this, but I think he reached out to everyone who runs nationals or teams and all that, and just sort of drew on his experience. So it was cool. I was pumped that he let us do the interviews, and shows you it can be done. So,
is that something you do more of? Would you do that next week at Sand Del? Obviously, you're pretty busy running a team.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing that at Sand Del.
Oh, good.
They asked me to do that there too, and I'll do it at Walton. Riverglade's got some really great people out there that are really sort of iconic to that track, so I never want to go out there. And my French isn't very good, so I won't be doing it at Deschambault. But you know, I'll always jump in to help the series where the series needs, and I'll help any track that I want all the tracks to be good, right? And I want all these races to be good because that's our business. And so if I add value, I'll jump in.
Well, you did, and thanks for doing that. I thought you did a great job, and we'll see you at Sandalye.
We'll see you at Sandalye.
All right, we're passing through the Dylan Wright pits. We got Dylan right here. He's cleaned up. He's here in his...
I wouldn't say clean, mate.
Oh, well,
so sweaty and shit.
You got a clean shirt on.
White shirt.
Well, yeah. All right, man, what a day today. Crazy. Take us through it from your perspective. I was hearing ran out of gas. I was hearing O2 sensor. What the heck happened? It must have been gas because you pulled in that second one.
Yeah, shit day, honestly. Just should have been a 1-1 day, but yeah, unfortunately, yeah, same shit. Gas tank cracked, ran out of fuel, and
gas tank cracked.
Yeah, went over the bars, hit my head. Yeah, it's awesome. Love dirt bikes today. It's great.
You jumped up. There was exhaust stuff everywhere. You tried to get back on. You tried to start it. What happened? Wouldn't
go. It wouldn't go. There's no fuel in the...
You didn't Ricky Bobby it though.
No, it wasn't as bad as Cold Lake because it wasn't a hole in the exhaust. But yeah, just frustrating, honestly. Just sucks. Do all this work and just having a part break sucks. In the second motor, that's why I said put the stock tank back on and get far enough ahead we can pull in for fuel. And that's what we did, and it ended up working out okay. Other than the fuel was super pressurized and sprayed us all, but.
Right, sorry, I don't mean to make light of it. I'm the Ricky Bobby comment, just kind of, but yeah, you obviously coming back. Do you feel like maybe you had some extra energy? This is your home track anyway. I mean, you know what I mean. Your team's track, second moto. Take us through that. A lot of guys were saying they couldn't believe it when they saw the 10-minute board. They're like, oh my god, I thought it was the last lap. How was it for you?
I don't know. I trained for this shit. It was okay. In the first moto, honestly, I was trying to save some energy for the second moto because it was hot today, so I was just trying to be smart about it. But then yeah, I ended up going over the bars and whatever, and then the second moto I just knew I had to go a little bit, build a gap so I could go for fuel, so yeah, it was okay. I honestly wasn't even that gassed after the second moto. It was hot, obviously, but not too bad. I mean, credit to my trainer Rob. I mean, we're in good shape, and I think it shows today, I guess, in the one moto.
As a guy that rides for this team, is your home track, where would you, like you say, it didn't feel that hot to you because you're fit? You know, give us the ranking of the track.
It wasn't that rough to me. I didn't think it was that rough, no. I didn't think so. There's a couple spots that had some big kind of rollers and stuff, but it wasn't rough like Gopher Dunes can be. I thought it was actually nice to ride, to be honest with you. It wasn't too bad. It was honestly more the heat than anything. You just had to be careful you didn't pop early with the heat.
Now, can I ask you this? Obviously, you ride a lot with Jet. This is the kind of track that we'd all watch and go, wow, he's jumping this, whereas other guys are pounding through. In your mind, are you sometimes going, oh, I could probably jump this and make it smoother? Like, is there any time when you're kind of thinking stuff like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Obviously, riding in Florida with them and stuff, just try and pick up on some of that stuff. But sometimes I worry I'm just going to run out of talent eventually. So I try and do some, but not all the big stuff that I know he would do. Yeah, you're just worried about running out. Especially in the motor, you don't want to run out of talent in this heat and go down and have to pick the bike up in 40-degree weather.
All right, well, it was a big, interesting day. You with the DNF, Jess Pettis going out, getting injured. Hopefully he's back. Sounds like it's not as bad as it could have been. But yeah, big shakedown this week.
Hell, it's dirt bike racing, I guess, man. Obviously, it sucks that Jess went down and practiced there. I hope he's doing all right. Send him the well wishes, and hopefully see him back on the gate next weekend. And obviously for us, yeah, we left 25 points on the table today, which sucks. But it's dirt bike racing. We'll be back next weekend.
Okay, speaking of next weekend, we're going to Sandalye. You grew up like 2 minutes from that track. Call it your home track. This is your home team's track. It's Jess Pettis' track, his team track. Are you looking forward to it? You must be looking forward to Sandalye.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up there, so it's always nice to go see friends and family that always come out to the race and support me, and it's just nice to be home. I go to my parents' place on Saturday night, have spaghetti dinner and stuff like that with everybody, a bunch of friends and family. So yeah, it'd be just nice to be home. Obviously, Kev does a good job at the track, so we'll. Yeah, I guess we'll see everybody next weekend. Just gotta keep working my ass off because, hell, they're throwing everything at me this year. So just keep plugging along.
All right, Dylan. Hey, appreciate you talking with us, and have a great week. See you in Sandalye.
Yeah, cheers.
All right, hey, we got to talk to Brandy McLarty, number 45. She probably knows that was my number back in the day, but that's probably why she picked it. Brandy, I haven't seen you on a 250F before. You looked really good. You challenged Jamie Astudillo out there for the lead. Talk about Gopher Dunes.
It was a great weekend. The track formed really well. The boys did a good job prepping it, and everything just kind of clicked. I liked it and rode my race. Now,
okay, you obviously get support. You've been here tons of times, Gopher Dunes. Yeah. How everybody's talking about the track. Was it tough for you? Was it easier? Was it tougher than usual? How would you rank it?
I honestly, personally, I like the track when it's rougher than smooth, so...
See, I like it on like a Tuesday morning.
Yeah, nice and smooth. Yeah, so, because we've been training with HMX this week, it was pretty rough over at Gunther's, so that was kind of like where I think I did the best, and I guess it kind of like proved it out there a little bit.
Okay, now so you went, I'm used to seeing you on a little bike, then you're on like maybe what, a 125, now 250F. How long have you been on that, and how much better do you feel on it?
Well, the plan coming into the season was supposed to be just like on the 125 for the year, but then that thing ended up blowing up, and the dealer that sponsors me, Brianna Rose, works there, and I was just chatting with her, and she ended up...
You can say it.
She rolled her ankle
Hudson's.
and stuff. Yeah, Hudson's, and and she offered me her bike, so I've been riding her bike actually.
Oh, okay.
And I think I'm going to ride it for the rest of the year. And I've only been on it for 2.5 weeks, so it's not much time. It's definitely a big change from the two-stroke. The engine braking kept throwing me off a bit. I kept stalling a lot, but I've kind of like, I think, figured that out a little bit now. Yeah.
Well, the engine braking isn't nearly as bad as they were when they first came out, so you have no idea. But okay, so you weren't at St. Julie.
No.
What's the plan for the rest of the season? What are you doing?
The rest of the plan is to go to St. Julie this upcoming weekend. I'm not sure about after that. I'd like to go out and do those races. It's just a little expensive at times, so we'll just have to figure that sort of thing out and just go to St. Julie and then see where we're at, basically. Yeah. Okay.
Well, after that ride, if anybody's watching this, she could use some sponsorship. Come on now, we got someone ready to go for this championship. Okay, hey, well, Brandy, great to see you out there. It was good to see you challenging. I know Jamie admits that she's not a sand rider, but good luck next week, and hopefully we see you there.
Thank you.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up then from Gopher Dunes here. I'm going to cheat on my lap. I'm going to go grab this Talaria, and I'm going to go around the track just to show you. I should be able to talk a little better. People like to laugh at me when I try to cycle around these things and talk at the same time. So this one's going to be a little easier. I'm going to go do that now. Classic Gopher Dunes today. It's really, like I said at the top, when Greg and I were talking, amazing. Really looked like something was going on here. Like I've said that before when that happens. So it was great to see. Put on a great event here. Good to see. Thanks to everyone for coming out. Thanks to Race Tech for sponsoring these walk and talks. And man, we're gonna head off to St. Julie, another sand track that has a bottom though. So same but different. Yeah, nothing really compares to Gopher Dunes sand. So have a good week, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in 1 week's time.